All right, let's go. Welcome everybody. My name is Char. Thank you for joining and watching this program. And what a weekend that was. I'll say the best NFL Divisional playoff of all time. It was so suspense, storylines galore, just ebbs and flows. I mean, it was tremendous weekend of football. And all four games end up in walk-off fashion. Three of them on game-ending field goals. One on an overtime touchdown. And let's get into the game that is buzzing right now. It's the Buffalo Bills against the Kansas City Chiefs. I thought going through this one, this probably I'll say, it happened on a divisional playoff. It kind of sucks, but this was the AFC Championship game. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, both gutted out, just ball, and it was tremendous. And the last 2 minutes of this game, Bills going ahead with the touchdown on 4th and 13. Then right back, Patrick Mahomes come back with the Tyreek Hill touchdown pass. And that, 70 yards or whatever. It was then 54 seconds left. Bills go down and get a go-ahead touchdown. Then 13 seconds left. I don't know what was the Bills thinking. Prevent defense. Then the Bills allow a game-tying field goal to send this game to overtime. It was so crazy. Then end up, I don't know what the Bills are doing there. But then it comes to this overtime rule, which kind of stinks. It's like whoever scores a touchdown first, especially in the first position, ball game over. Patrick Mahomes, his Travis Kelce on an 8-yard touchdown pass in the corner of the end zone. Game, set, match. And this was an absolute tremendous game. Just slug it out. Both quarterbacks play well, but it sucks the fact that Buffalo Bills did not get a possession. I think in the future, this overtime rules needs to get fixed. They need to play out the whole entire quarter. Instead of like whoever had the first position scored a touchdown, that's a game-winning, game-set match. I think that's not fair. The fact that Josh Allen probably will be, if they got the ball back, probably able to score. But it was instant classic, slug it out. This was a tremendous game. And the Kansas City Chiefs will host the Cincinnati Bengals, who had a gutted-out performance to beat the so-called overrated, pretending number one seed that was the Tennessee Titans. Now, in this game, Joe Burrow in this game, he was knocked down. The offensive line for the Cincinnati Bengals played terribly. They allowed Joe Burrow to sack 9 times. I mean, it was bad, the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line. But in this kind of game, you cannot have Ryan Tannehill make that kind of awful mistake. Right off the bat, first play of the game, interception. And later on in the game, he threw another interception. Then, on 30 seconds remaining left, why are you letting Ryan Tannehill beat yourself? Throwing an interception, that set up a Cincinnati game-winning field goal. And Cincinnati, after all the heartaches, not winning a playoff game for over, almost 30 years? One against the Raiders on the first playoff victory in 30 years to win their first road playoff game. And Cincinnati Bengals fans, you deserve it. It was so grateful for you. I don't know what's going to happen in the AFC Championship game against Kansas City Chiefs, but enjoy it. And Tennessee Titans made a lot of mistakes. Made a lot of mistakes in this game. I don't know why Mike Vrabel was thinking about going for a 2-point conversion after they tied the game, and with a stupid flag that kind of sets him off. I was like, hey, why not? Let's go for a 2 right there from 1 yard line. Didn't make no sense. Kick the extra point, and I'm pretty sure the future holds for Tennessee that they're in a division there where they're probably their best team, I guess. But I don't think this team's not winning with Ryan Tannehill. Because Ryan Tannehill's not going to win you ball games. He's going to manage you. And this one, with the 3 interception and killer mistakes, not good enough. But hey, congratulations to the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. They deserve it. You go to the NFC side where the bigger disappointment was the Green Bay Packers. Everything was set up for Green Bay Packers to go to the Super Bowl. And after the opening drive, Aaron Rodgers and the offense just completely wet the bed. And this guy allowed, or this team, I should say, allowed Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers to own you. And Jimmy Garoppolo was not good in this game. Like, there's like 4 or 5 passes, like he was about to throw pick sixes, throwing interceptions, making inexplicable interception in the end zone, and everything was set up for Green Bay Packers to win. But Aaron Rodgers didn't play good enough. Not good enough. He's not full. 11-10 in the postseason, 0-4 against the 49ers, and another disappointing playoff outcome for the Aaron Rodgers. And this is one of the best quarterbacks, go down as one of the best quarterbacks in football, but not winning enough in big games. Not good enough. And I thought the San Francisco 49ers defense play with such a gut, heart, balls, just tremendous. And all year long, Green Bay Packers special teams were probably in the statistic I think I saw, one of the worst. They could have got that kick in the field goal. They got the field goal block, which kind of let the San Francisco 49ers kept their pulse. Then they scored San Francisco scoring only touchdown with the punt block touchdown. I'm gonna tell you, I love the San Francisco 49ers, the way they play. George Kittle, even he made a big drop in the first quarter, got some big catches down the stretch. I love Deebo Samuels. This is one of such an exciting, multi-dimensional playmakers you'll ever see. Love his game. And San Francisco 49ers going to the NFC Championship game and will visit the Los Angeles Rams. And that was another crazy game too. The fact and going into that game, a lot of the money's on Los Angeles Rams and Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the receiving corps out. Chris Godwin out with the injury. Of course, the Antonio Brown fiasco. It was set up for the Buccaneers to lose, and with that Rams pass rusher against Tom Brady, it doesn't fit well for the Buccaneers to win that game. And it was. They got blown out, completely get blown out, outplayed in every fashion, penalties galore, 15-yarders, like taunting stuff. Everything was set up to Buccaneers to get blown out. But they got some big turnovers, fumbles, Cam Akers fumbles, a lot of them, Cooper Kupp losing the football. I thought this was going to be another Super Bowl, the Patriots-Falcons Super Bowl, where the Patriots came back from 28-3. But Matthew Stafford, give credit. I don't know how the Buccaneers secondary allowed Cooper Kupp to get open. This was another class. That was a good one, not a great one. And it's gonna be the Los Angeles Rams hosting the San Francisco 49ers, and San Francisco 49ers has won 6 straight games against the Los Angeles Rams. And all the expectation, the Rams giving all the draft picks, mortgaging their future. If they win that game and break the 6-game losing against the San Francisco 49ers, they'll be playing the Super Bowl at their home stadium. And before we end, I don't know what's gonna hold the future of Tom Brady. Is he gonna call it? But offensive line was banged up a little bit. There was no receiving core in that team. I think Tom Brady, whatever he does, I think he at least hold his hat on. I think he's gonna come back. That division is still probably the Buck if they make nice good moves, maneuverability on their roster. The Buccaneers are still probably the team to be in the NFC South, I believe. So there you have it. It was an absolute blast. One of probably the all-time best divisional football week of all time. And I want to say thank you for joining this program and listening and watching. And I appreciate it. And please take care and have a good rest of the day.